What is up, everyone? We are back with a new pickups video, and I got some actually good finds this time. So some things I've been waiting for, and then some orders I also made from like limited run that finally come in, and also some music. So I'm finally happy to get my hands on these, and I'm going to share those with you with what I got. But before we begin with this, I want to know what you guys got. Why don't you let me know in the comments below? I'm curious to know what you guys have to share. But let's start with this. So this was a package I ordered a while ago, but this was because one of these games needed to be made for a physical release. So we'll start with that, and it's Ninja Gaiden 2 Black. So I did get this from Koei Tecmo for the PC, so shout out to them and thank you for that. So we will be doing that playthrough now since the PC is now completely built. But I want to try and own the Ninja Gaiden game, so I now have this. I have Razor's Edge for the Wii U, and I of course have Ninja Gaiden Black, the first one. But it's nice to have a physical copy of this game in the collection. But what I'm hoping for is Ninja Gaiden 4 will get the same thing, because if there's going to be a physical release of Ninja Gaiden 4, count me in for that, because I want to have it. And then the other thing that came with that box, because it was also a deal, so buy 2 get free shipping. And this is the Japanese version of it, but it is multi-language, I can confirm that. So this is Dragon Quest III HD. Now, I know Shinky is a fan of the Dragon Quest game, so he would know more information about this than I would, but I've been wanting to play a few more of these, and this one looks like a lot of fun. It's still the same style, like we've seen with Octopath Traveler and with Live Alive, which I love Live Alive. It is such a good game. So I'm excited to get to that, and then now I have to get 1 and 2 when those come out. But like I said, I can confirm that this version I have here, the Japanese version, is multi-language, so if you do want to get that instead, you're perfectly fine when it comes to that. Now this one here, this is actually something I played a while ago, and I played on PC. It was, again, given to me by the publisher, and again, thank you for that, Pixel Heart and P-Cube, but I wanted a physical copy of it. And that's Pocket Bravery. The neat thing with this game is that it kind of gives the vibes of a game on the Neo Geo Pocket Color with it, and it has extensive tutorial mode and a good story mode. So I liked this game a lot. It's a lot of fun. If you haven't picked up Pocket Bravery, I would recommend playing it for sure. So this is something nice to add to the collection. And we'll continue the trend with fighting games, because this is from Colin, or Leifer. Thank you again for this. I know we had a little bit of delays when it comes for getting gifts to each other. So, but his finally came in, and this is something that I've wanted for a long time. This game looks incredible, and I do like Bleach. I do like the show, and I've been wanting a good Bleach game ever since Soul Resurrection, and Rebirth of Soul seems to fit that bill. Now, I've only done the opening section with Yoruichi for the tutorial, but I think I'm going to go back and redo it again, just to learn how the game works and everything. But it's nice to have a good Bleach game now. I can't speak for online or anything like that, so maybe we'll get to that at some point. But if any of you have played Bleach Rebirth of Souls, can you tell me how it is? I'd love to hear your feedback to that. Now this one here, this I have on Game Pass, but I decided to get a physical copy of it to support the developers too, so. Clair Obscure Expedition 33. Now this, when this first got revealed, it looked incredible for like a turn-based RPG. Great style, looks like fun gameplay and everything. And I am very happy to see this game do well. It's well deserved for it. I'm glad to have this in the collection, and I hope to see more great things from this developer, and hopefully more of Clair Obscure in the future. So we'll see what's up with that. But if you haven't picked it up, I would definitely take a look at it. It is on Game Pass, so if you can't pick up a copy of it, that's one way to do it. So let's do these two. Now these two were from P&P Games, because they had these on a low price sale. And I wanted to try and increase the Switch collection, and one of them is actually a game that I wanted to get, but I missed out when it was on Special Reserve. The first one is the one that I was looking for, Demon Throttle. Now, this is actually kind of a shmup of sorts, but it actually has the old kind of NES style with it, and it's quite fun. And the other thing with this, they even make it a point on the box. Only physical, never digital. So if you want to play Demon Throttle, you have to find a physical copy of it. But it is a lot of fun. And the other thing I do also like with this internal art for it, that's the other thing I forgot to show with Dragon Quest, because there's another reversible cover for it. And then the other game I just tried a demo of this on PC, but I enjoyed it and I wanted to get it, so Loop Hero. It's an interesting little title because you play as a hero who goes through a loop and you can actually throw more things into the environment. And you're getting resources, you're building up your town. It's actually quite fun. And again, inside artwork for it. So, but this one's not bad, and both of these were like $10 US a piece, $14 Canadian. At the time of this video, it's still up there, so if you haven't picked them up, you can't argue with these. These are actually really good deals. Highly recommended. So next here, these were some of the orders I had through limited run, and some of these finally came in. I'm still waiting on another 1 or 2 packages from them. So hopefully we'll get those in the next bit when they ship, but let's see what we got here. First thing with this is the second part of this collection, Cosmic Fantasy Collection. So this includes the rest of the games in the series, 3 and 4 part 1 and 4 part 2. So now that I have all of these in the set, I can probably go one day and sit through all of these. But if you want a better breakdown on how these games are, Happy Console Gamer has a video for that. Try to remember to link it in the description. But if you want to get some information on the Cosmic Fantasy series, that's your best bet for it. So again, shout out to him and thank you for that, and linking me to that video initially for the first one to see what this collection is all about. Now this one more Switch game. Now, I ordered just a standard edition through limited run. I do have a special edition coming from Pix and Love, which hasn't shipped yet, but you'll see it here on these pickups when the time comes. But Meadow Slug Tactics, again, SNK game, and I like me Meadow Slug, but this one's interesting because as it says, tactics, so it's a tactical RPG. It's also a roguelike in that aspect, which is something I didn't expect. But I like the Meadow Slug games. This is different for the franchise, but it is quite a bit of fun, and it even came with a set of stickers in there, so that's pretty neat for this collection. So I'm gonna leave that limited edition kind of sealed when I get it, but I will show it to you here when I get it. Now this one here. So I'll start with this one because for this game, it came out, it did well, and they released DLC, and the only way you could get a complete edition of it was digitally until this. So I have Valkyria Chronicles 4 Complete Edition, so this includes all the DLC and everything that's listed on the back here for it. So that's a nice little touch. Everything's on here, and I wanted to own a complete collection of this game. If you haven't played Valkyria Chronicles 4, I would recommend it. We just need a copy of Valkyria Chronicles 3 localized. That's the only one really missing, and I'm hoping Sega can do that one day. That would be awesome. Now these two. I'm excited for the next Virtua Fighter game to come out, and I'm eagerly waiting with anticipation for it. Now this one here, I already own this digitally on PlayStation 4 because it was provided to me by Sega. Thank you, Sega, for giving me a copy of this to share and like at least make a streaming experience for it. I loved it, and I saw that there was a physical copy of it and I needed it in my collection. So Virtua Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown, this is version 2.0, so they made some new balance changes and adjustments to it. Kind of like with what they did with Virtua Fighter 5 Revo, which I also own. The only thing I haven't tested yet with this is the online play using the same kind of netcode that the PC version does. I don't think so. But that's just a small miss thing here. But the fact that I actually have a copy of this game, and it even has a reversible cover in it too, so that's pretty cool. And now this one here, this is the first Xbox release I got from Limited Run. I don't know if it's going to be the last one, we'll see, but we'll continue the Virtua Fighter trend. I have Virtua Fighter 2. Now this is the arcade version of it that they made available on Xbox Live. It was on the back compat list, so they made it work here. But since I was getting Virtua Fighter 5, I might as well get VF2, complete the set, and I don't own VF2. So now I have 2, I have 4, I now have 5, I'm missing 1 and 3, but I don't think I have a system that can play 1, unfortunately. But it's nice to have this in the collection. I do like this cover. I think it looks really cool. So, and I have tried at least the demo for it when it was available on the 360 back at the time, and, you know, I like Virtua Fighter. I'm so excited for the new one coming out. I can't wait to play it, and I just haven't decided what platform to play it on yet. So, we'll see when that time comes. Now, like I said, I did get some soundtracks, just because I like music, and I know you can get these digitally, and I wanted physical copies. I like my physical media, as you know. So here's one. This is for Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance, which is something I have to get to playing. I did play through Shin Megami Tensei 5 on the Switch, and I really liked it. And Vengeance, as I believe I've shown on here, I do have it for PS5, but the music in the games was good. I wanted to get the new one, so here it is. It is a 4-disc soundtrack, so it comes with a lot of tracks, which is really damn cool. And even an art book, and even a little booklet with it. So I'm glad to have this, since I can now have that with like my Persona 3 Portable soundtrack. But I do want to get the soundtracks that I would say for P3 Reload at some point. Now, more Falcom music. I own the soundtracks for Ys 8 and Ys 10, but I didn't have the soundtrack for Ys 9. So I decided to right that wrong. So here it is. I had the original soundtrack for Ys 9 Monstrum Nox. And the one thing I like with these packagings and everything for Falcom stuff, especially when I got through Kuro no Kiseki, is, and I believe even Nordics as well, is that the third disc is like this. There were normally 3-disc soundtracks, but they come like this in this package. So that's really cool. I finally have this. I can be happy with that. And then this one, speaking of Kuro, there is that new game coming out, Farewell Ozamuria, which we finally are getting in the fall. I don't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but I will search that up right here. Yeah, Trails Beyond the Horizon, which is coming out in the fall. I pre-ordered that special edition through NIS, so I'm going to be getting that, but I wanted to own the soundtracks at least for these trilogies, so I have the soundtrack for Kuro 1 and 2, or Trails Through Daybreak 1 and Trails Through Daybreak 2. And now I have the one for Through the Horizon, for Trails Beyond the Horizon here. Tokai no Kiseki, Farewell Ozamuria. It is a 4-disc soundtrack as well, so I haven't listened to this yet, because I'm going to do the same thing. I want to try and wait till I start those games to get it, but I wanted to own it. Now I have it, and that trilogy is complete. I can't wait to get to those games, but I think I should try and get through Daybreak 1 and 2 before Horizon comes out. But for any of you that have played these games, how are they? I know 2 is a little more divisive in this. That's what I heard beforehand, even when it came out in Japan. But I've been hearing good things about Farewell Ozamuria. So I'm excited to see where that goes. But these are the pickups. These are what I got this month. I'm very happy with what I've got. I can't wait to see what comes out beyond the horizon for things. But again, I'd like to know, what did you guys get? Let me know in the comments below, and share your experiences with me. Also, don't forget, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for taking time out of your day to watch this. Really appreciate it. So until next time, everyone, stay safe, and I will see you in the next one.